This game has been going for more than 6 years now, and I have been playing this game since the first release. It's safe to assume I played with a lot of builds, and today it's time to run down some of the best builds I encountered so far. But I need to warn y'all, these are some over-exaggerated builds, so prepare yourself for some SS plus weapons and some of the craziest DLC jutsus. If you want me to do another video talking about the best free-to-play builds, let me see you go crazy and get this video to 50 likes. I will play starting as an ATK all the way through ranged and defense and ending it with a healer build. So without further ado, don't forget to join the Uzumaki family by simply subscribing to the channel, and let's begin. So for the ATK build, I'm going with the Kurama Claw. I know most of you guys find this too powerful, but that's exactly what we need. We need power and speed, and this weapon has them both. The ninja tool is going to be the flash medicine. This will heal us and also boost our speed and tracking. The first jutsu is Daikokuten Shokatsu that drops a cube on them, dealing area damage. And the second one is Uchiha Shuriken Jutsu Oboruguruma that plants a shuriken in the ground, boosting our tracking speed. When we pull the shuriken back to us, any enemy touched will get stunned and their defense will be lowered. The substitution I'm going to use is the Swift Step, giving me again a speed and tracking boost. And the secret technique will be the 8 gates opening, giving us access to Sekizo and the Night Guy that kills anyone in our path, but killing us also in the end. So basically this build is good in every game mode in my opinion. You can cycle between your jutsus, and what I mean by that is that your jutsus charge up pretty fast. So if you use the cube first and then you know, combo your enemy for a while, then use the oboe. When you use the oboe, you will have the cube again, so that means you can stun your enemy again and again and again and just combo them until they're dead. If you deal with multiple targets, just pull up the Oboruguruma and you'll be flying on the map, because you already are pretty fast as an ATK. So if you pull the oboe and the flash medicine, if that is not enough for you, your enemies cannot even understand what is hitting them. They'll be like stuck there, you teleporting behind their back and just hitting them from left and right. They will not understand a single thing and they will be dead in like, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds. The combos on the Kurama Claw are pretty much simple. Try to use the light attack until they're like stunned or in the air. When they're in that kind of situation, use the heavy attack to spam them with that speed attack you do with the Kurama Claw. This weapon actually makes their substitution stock recharge much slower, so they will be kind of stuck in your combo for a while. The 8 gates, on the other hand, is a very clutch moment secret technique and one of my favorite ultimate in the game. You can blast enemies from bases, hit them while they have your flag from far away, as Sekizo actually goes through walls. So let's say if one enemy has got your flag and you're both tied up to one flag, if you pop the 8 gates in time and just get a little like closer to your enemy, you can blast him with Sekizo over and over and over again until they drop the flag and you, well, kill him. But try to calculate your strategy, and what do I mean by that? If you use the 8 gates in a combat battle, that might actually lose your game. Because if you don't calculate your strategy and your team has one more death and you die, because when you use the Night Guy you actually die with this ult, you might just grief your team and lose the game. So yeah, you don't want that. You need to actually pay attention to how many kills you need and how many kills the enemy team needs to actually get you out. So yeah, you need the Kawaki Karma Progression DLC for the cube, the ATK version of Shisui Uchiha for the Swift Step and the oboe, and Might Guy for the 8 gates. So this is for all of you DLC collectors. Oh, and you also need the Kurama Claw. Like, that is a key piece to this build. I know some of you spend like, I don't know, maybe 100 esoterics on this weapon, like I did, and some of you actually got this weapon in like, I don't know, 10 scrolls, which is just amazing, bro. That is very lucky. So if you have the Kurama Claw, you might as well just use this build, cause you'll be killing everybody, bro. Moving on to the ranged build, my weapon is going to be the Inferno style SS plus weapon. This has been nerfed recently, but trust me, if you know how to wield this weapon, it can be a game changer. Also, it shoots black flames and can cast Amaterasu on its own. I mean, come on. My ninjutsu is the Paralysis Seal, and if we talk about that, we have to talk about the Rinnegan that switches places with our enemy, and the Severing Wave that will do huge amount of damage when they are stunned. So basically, we put the seals down, switch places with them with a Rinnegan, then slap them with a Severing Wave to actually finish them off. I mean, that's just a goated combo in my opinion. My substitution will be Shadow Clone Explosion that will explode after slowly tracking the target. And our secret technique is Performance of 100 Puppets that sends multiple puppets dashing at our target and kills them. If they don't manage to kill them, after the ult they will be poisoned. So with this build, I advise you to not really push your way to the enemies, rather try to keep a little distance for your Paralysis Seal and Rinnegan combo. Once they are in your radius, try to place the seals as fast as you can and catch them off guard by stunning them. Once you did that, get as close as you can to them and pop your Severing Wave. That would leave them with so little health, or in the best case scenario, kill them instantly. It's a good way to help your team steal some kills, or in some cases stop your target from stealing your base or your flag. You don't need to use these jutsus in that specific order, you know, Paralysis Seals, Rinnegan, and Severing Wave. Actually, the Severing Wave can be a way of pushing back enemies that are constantly pushing you, and the Rinnegan just a way to stop them from stealing your base or your flag. If you have a good coordination with your teammates, you can have a healer pop the Solid Fog Jutsu, the one that, you know, spawns an area of fog that constantly damages your target, and as soon as you see them run away from that ult, pop your seals and swap places to stun them in place, and the Solid Fog will just do its work and kill them. This build is a double-edged sword. If you like to play very aggressive, this can get you a lot of kills, but if you are too greedy, you can be killed very easily because of the sub's high cooldown time and because ranged actually has the least amount of health. The weapon in this build, the Inferno style sword, is a very reliable source, as you will use this to counter rushing enemies with the heavy attack as well as give them some burning damage. The weapon can use close range combos and long range combos too, so if you are just a long range main, you can actually use this weapon to, you know, kill some people. The secret technique is nothing but a last resort kill if you ask me. If you're running pretty low on health, this ult makes you invincible when you activate it, so nobody can kill you during the process of the secret technique. The puppets can actually hit multiple enemies if you are lucky and the enemies are stacked up in one place, but that is just a rare occasion. The next one is the defense build. This build is, well, as the name says, more on the defense side of playstyle, but has a little aggression mixed up on it too. So the weapon is the War Fan Dreaming Moon, or the Madara's fan. This weapon is just the definition of overpowered. All you can do, if you want to, is sit in one place and spam your heavy attack over and over again, and nobody will be able to get close to you. Other than that, this weapon actually got one of the best looking combos in the game. The ninjutsu is the Master of Medicine. What I think it's the best medicine in the game, just for the fact that it gives you super armor. First jutsu is Demon Hunter, that is a way of regaining your health as well as lay punishment over your enemies and kill them. Moving on to the next jutsu is the Needle Jizo. This wraps the user in spiky hair, and whenever people gets close to the user, it hits them and damages them, as well as pushing them back. The substitution is the Emergency Exit, one of the best subs in the game if you ask me, just because it has the ability to heal you over time after you use it. And the secret technique is the Rasengan Unison, that charges up really fast and delivers a huge Rasengan to your enemy. The thing about this build is that it works very good in flag battles and base battles. It's way more easier to guard the flag when the Needle Jizo can not just damage and push back enemies, but can also ignore any other jutsu damage. Well, not all the jutsu damage, because in most cases you will stay there unfazed by the enemy trying to get you out of your flag. But in some other cases, the almighty push might actually damage you, so you need to be careful. Once you know the flag or the base it's safe, you are free to try being a little aggressive and get some kills. With the help of Demon Hunter, you get super armor and a huge damage buff, as well as recovering your health if you manage to connect the first hit. If that super armor is not enough, guess what? You can try that again by popping the Master of Medicine and get another round of super armor to kill your targets. All I can say about this weapon is that it's very overpowered. If you want to become a straight up menace, you can just camp and press the heavy attack as long as you want, and 90% of the times the enemy cannot even get close to you, and if you can keep doing that, you might as well just kill them. The needle jizo can be used if timed correctly into inflicting a lot of damage. If you stun your opponent with the first hit of your weapon, cause the first hit of your weapon actually stuns them, and if you are fast enough to get really close to him, this can do 1 or even 2 hits. That means dealing much more damage than you would ever imagine the needle jizo doing. And well, the secret technique is just there to like show off, even though you could easily kill your enemies with this OP build. You can use this ult to easily get rid of an annoying enemy, or again, if you are lucky and they are stacked together, the aftermath of the Rasengan can hit all of them, inflicting damage on everybody. This ult has been nerfed and it used to do a lot of more damage, but I still think it's good judging by the fact you can do this 3 to 4 times in a match because it recharges fast as hell. Last but not least, here comes the healer build, maybe one of the most aggressive healer builds I've ever played with, because the weapon is in fact the monstrous Sage Arms, one of the best if not the best healer weapon available in the game. This thing attacks hella fast, and if you manage to get 5 hits on your enemy, it powers up and you will be shooting spears from your body right into their face. The ninjutsu is the healing tag, because we are a healer, so we need to do our job healing our teammates even a little bit, because every drop of health counts in this game. Well, the first jutsu and the second jutsu go perfectly together. Doing the shadow stitching jutsu that stuns them, then immediately popping Tsukuyomi gives you a powerful combo that does a lot of damage to your enemy. The substitution is emergency exit, because we also need extra heal. And finally, the secret technique is massive Rasen Shuriken, my favorite healer jutsu that is not really a healing one. It just hits your enemies with a giant Rasen Shuriken and kills them instantly. Well, you need to find the perfect timing to pop that stitching jutsu, and once you do that, you will know that you can easily pop Tsukuyomi and continue your combo to finish them off. This is one of the easiest builds to play, and the only one that includes a free-to-play jutsu in this video, that being the stitching jutsu. Keep in mind that you are also a healer, so you need to stay with your team. Of course, they need your healing, but if people see a healer alone, I don't know, they might as well just jump them and kill them in just seconds. That's just how the game is. So be sure, don't leave your team, help your team, and kill people at the same time, because this build actually allows you to do that. After all, if you get attacked or you are low, pop that sub and healing tag and some portion of your health will be back up and you can jump right back into action by helping your team. The Sage Arms is maybe the most powerful weapon in the whole game, I'm talking all the classes. The power up you get from a successful full combo is huge. I mean, shooting spears when you do light attack and heavy attack while still doing close range attacks just seems crazy to me. And don't even get me started on the speed of this weapon. It just makes you a full-on martial artist master. Talking about the massive Rasen Shuriken, I think is the easiest ult to hit multiple targets, because the radius of the explosion is pretty big, and if you are lucky you can get a double kill, even a triple kill, or who knows, try your luck and see if you can team wipe the enemy team. I'm not gonna lie, this build actually made me play healer more. Back before this, I was not touching the healer class as I was saying it's pretty boring. But you never know until you try it, so I say give it a chance. Alright boys, there you have it, the best builds on all the classes in my opinion. Everyone has different opinions, but in my eyes, these are the builds that are screaming overpowered. Don't forget, if you manage to get this video to 50 likes, I will do a free-to-play version of this video. But instead, I will use actual voice gameplay of mine this time. This was just a test video, my first time doing this kind of videos without me speaking in the gameplay and actually speaking over the gameplay. So I accept any kind of feedback. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys next time. Take care.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. Shinra Tensei. I was born with this is why I see that you live conception.